Well, hello there, fillies and gentlecolts. Welcome to the realm of the Brony Show. We're here to bring you a tale about All Hallows Eve and Nightmare Night coming to clash once again. A group of tourists, friends, and well wishers are on their way to enjoy a lively party. But instead of party, merriment, and events, they soon have to come to grips with trouble, turmoil, and just really nasty people doing really stupid things to try to upset a pony party. So let's go ahead and join in on the Brony Show Nightmare Night Party. We begin as our group comes in through a portal in the side of the bar. This portal links many different worlds together into the world that the Brony Show bar lives in. Or you could call it a world, but it's more like a place in a vast space in a town that's also off into a weird space. But nevertheless, it is a town, it is a place, and they are in a bar and ready to party. Of course, we're going to go ahead and introduce our wonderful party goers here. We are going to start with DM21. DM21, tell us about you and yours. Or not. Let's try Creature then. Creature, can you tell us about your character who is here for the party?
Yes, I am here with Cog. It is best you know him only as Cog because your brain will melt uh if you know him by his true name. He was an Earth prony born by Pegasi that are studying weather effects on Equestria through weather made by weather factories.
Yeah, all right.
And he is unable to partake in such a venture or even be where they live.
All right. And we are also joined by Suki. Can you describe your character?
I'm a dude. I'm just kind of here. Also, roll to throw up after going through the portal.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead and take a D20 along with your toughness,
Um,
or if you have let's see. Da, 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 da,
sir,
da.
Circuit, I rolled a nat 20.
Oh no!
Are you okay? Are you trying to
I
throw
was
up or
rolling. Yeah, I was trying to throw up.
you so you
Look
all right, so you successfully do not hold your stomach, and you immediately grab the nearest trash can, upheaving chunks. Unfortunately, the teleportation between different dimensions and worlds is still a little bit shaky for those who aren't used to it. Considering that your atoms literally got reorganized, rearranged, and in some cases completely ponified, depending on where you're coming from, that does tend to sour the stomach a little bit. And instead of just trying to hold it in, you figure it'd be better just to get it over with now and just upchucked it. Luckily, the trash cans were there just for such an event. Surprising how often people tend to completely lose their lunch, dinner, and whatever they spent $30 on beer. And along with Suki and his demand for throwing up, we also are joined by Toakoi. Toakoi, what character are you playing?
I am playing Koi, a changeling that just had to walk like almost into vomit. Hold on. And speed. Speed. Can I roll my evasion to make sure I don't walk into vomit if there's vomit on the floor?
Considering that Suki rolled a natural 20, so he was able to get into a can't. It was able to get into a garbage pail. There is no vomit on the floor to speak of. Luckily,
Okay.
it was the most
Hey.
clean throw up you have ever seen in your life. There's not
He needs to
even.
avoid the trash can.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna go back and I'm not gonna go back and correct that. In my mind, I was thinking Monty Python.
Oh God, no.
No, I know the scene.
Yeah.
I respond to seeing Suki's character throw up with a first time, huh?
Okay. And
no, you just never get used to this shit.
I'm a creature that rearranges its internal organs to match other things, so.
and
Good,
Toa's
well,
already
good.
making friends.
Good for you. Some of us don't have the laws of the universe bent out of control on a daily basis.
Fair enough.
All right. And along with that, you do know that the CMC, a friend that invited you all, in order to explain why some of you are here when you're not normal characters of the show, is also on his way, had to be slightly delayed due to packing. Apparently he's going to another great party in a few days, but of course he wouldn't miss a Brony bar party for anything. But you are also joined by DM. DM, tell us what character you're playing.
Okay, what's happening?
At the moment, you're introducing yourself.
You and the group that you are with just teleported into the bar to the side. And through the warp hole that goes through time and space, leaving you into a riftless void of some sort. Which is basically where the Brony show is. Think the Rift Cafe. And DM is hearing the voices in his head too. Okay,
Also, to break character, hi, Blank.
Alright. Yeah, quick break of character. Hello to everybody. Okay, well, you know what? Yeah, he's already here. Blanked. You can come in. You can say hi. I don't think we've denied any permissions for you yet. I don't think we ever will, because I love you. You're like a brother to me. But we'll see. Okay. All right. Hi, Blinked. Welcome
Well, to be fair, I'm about as part of the show as a shadow in the background. Speaking of which, Cheshire. Anyways, hi folks, how you doing? Figured I found a little birdie. Oh, that birdie. He knows who he is. I see you in the chat. Anyways, reminded me it's the 600. I'm just like, you know what? I may not be actively part of the show, but you know what, boss? I gotta give it to you. You got some fucking heart to keep doing this, dude. And I'm sorry I'm interrupting the flow of what you're setting up for all that, but hey,
Nah.
more props to you, man.
No, it's okay. The flow got interrupted with the throw up and voices in somebody else's head. So we're just gonna. This is a one-off. So we're gonna just do the best we can and see what insanity happens because of it.
Hey, as long as you have fun with it, and if everybody have a good holidays when they're coming. I'm still floating around here in the ether doing my thing. I'm glad this man's still kicking around and being a silly, fucking determined self. But anyhow, love you, goobers. Hope you have a decent holiday, and Izzy's coming to Strive. So wee.
I hope you at least get to stick around and enjoy whatever chicanery we're about to do for the next 2 hours.
I'll float about. I'll have it like in the background. We'll see. D might pop in. That's up to him if he does or not. But
That would be wild if he did. But yeah,
I mean, that's up to him.
yeah.
But anyhow, y'all have a good night, and hey, keep on kicking if you want to keep on kicking. Just
All
be
right.
safe about it.
All right. See you, Blake.
Have a
Well,
good
it is.
bed.
Yeah, trying. Yeah.
All right, and suddenly you hear a bunch of voices in your head, almost like a conversation occurred, and then suddenly died down. You're hoping that it was just the cause of the rift, and maybe catching cross waves of conversation from two specters on the other side of another portal. In the meantime, DM, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, you want to tell us a little bit about the character you created for today?
He is a Pegasus. He is DM21. His roll's generosity, and I can fly 33 feet off the ground and 30 feet aerial. My influences are valiant, precise, and powerhouse, and my hangups are sensitive and misplaced confidence.
The perfect VTuber. I'm sorry. All right. Anyway, and with that, you all of you have finally got yourself situated. Your stomach has been emptied of all previous content, making room for good Halloween treats and plenty of cider to go about. As you come in, you realize that you have come quite early. In fact, it is still the early afternoon, with the party being just a few hours away. But you figured you might as well come a little bit early. Maybe you can get yourself settled, get a few drinks, and just start warming yourselves up before the party comes into full swing. You know what? Okay, sorry, I just saw another message in the chat. That is awesome. I'm glad that D thinks I have heart. I think I have a heart too, and I think I need to get it looked at. I'm pretty sure cardiologist is going to scream at me. But sorry. Okay. Focus. Okay.
All right.
But of course, coming into the bar, you get a hint of salts and something unique in the air as bar patrons are sitting around, and it appears you weren't the only ones that had the idea to come in early and get yourself ready for fun. You see over in one corner a tan pony with black eyes, another one with a fedora, and also a green one with funky hair sitting around talking about old times. Over nearby, you see a pony that looks suspiciously actually like a dog or a canine of some sort. You see one that is crackling blue and almost on fire, but nobody seems to mind. And you see one that's suspiciously yellowish and almost looks like it may have gone Super Saiyan somehow, but you're not sure what's going on there. You also see over to your side a table for, it says special guests, and you recognize a few. One of them is vaguely familiar, the other one looks like quite the creature, and the other one feels chaotic. Zakai. And of course, up at the bar, just watching chaos unfold, you see a blue pony with a white mane, also just examining the surroundings, as many familiar faces and long time comers are sitting around enjoying the sights, getting ready for the party. Off to the bar, you can see the bartender, a running tab, running around currently as she is rummaging through boxes, sorting out one through the other, digging through them, looking around for different decorations. As you notice, the bar is half decorated. There are some bats hanging in the ceiling. You see a few orange and black streams, a few balloons, and even a creepy pony skeleton that seems to be half complete, just hanging around, along with plenty of signage that says, "Nightmare Night, what a fright, give me something lactose intolerant." We're not sure what that was about, but we figured that it may have been bought on clearance sale. Along with that, in the kitchen, you can hear the clangings and drummings as a green unicorn is running to and fro through the window, appearing to get ready with Halloween goodies for the party. And upstairs on the second floor, you can see a hippogriff that seems to be looking up into the sky, up at the roof. Not sure if she is trying to decide how to hang up decorations or pondering something else. But in either case, the hippogriff does seem to be quite in thought, as the sounds of a nearby arcade attached to the bar ring along with arcade cabinets singing, dancing, and playing their merry little tunes. And now, with all of that intro finally out of the way, what are you guys going to do?
Right now, I'm thinking, what's a roll just to see if I can and feel any of the excess love, because this place seems like it is a very loving area.
Okay, so I would go with social. I will go with a general social roll to see how you think how what's in the love in the air tonight. In this case, streetwise. I would go with a streetwise social to get a grip of get a taste of the love in the air without being noticed that you're sucking up all the love.
Oh, I'm sucking up excess. I'm not sucking up direct love, but fair enough.
Well, basically, just so you don't get noticed that you're doing that.
All right. I don't have streetwise, but I did roll exactly on my social. But because of my changelingness, if I just get to the right page, I hate when I am able to add 1 to my thing, so I have 15 in total.
All right, you rolled a 15. You get a good sense of love coming from the tables of the people there that are in swapping stories of good times gone away, and also of new fun things that are happening. But yeah, that's the only love you feel. The other sides of the bar feel aggravated, stressed, intrigued. Definitely not quite loving. It's almost like having a nice cake and then suddenly you bit into an almond. A very bitter almond.
I tell my fellows, this is a very nice place, but I think it's obvious, but something's going on in the back. It's not very happy back there.
Did someone flip the mood switch or something?
No, I think it's more or less they're trying to prep and all the stress out of the place, but I can't be sure.
I'd like to roll an insight check to gather some more information on his negative energies.
All right, go ahead and roll smarts with some culture, if you have any culture available to you, or alertness. I apologize.
I was about to say
alertness would actually make a lot better sense. Sorry.
Okay. So okay, I'm gonna leave it to you to flip a coin for me, and then I'll tell you what I get.
Oh boy, the worst part is I probably. You know what? Give me one quick second. I actually have the dice set for this game, and it does come with a coin. I'll be right back.
Nice. I'll tell you right now, it's high.
Oh, I can imagine. And I'm extremely happy that the show has been able to stay at.
Huzzah! I have the coin, and I think I know which one's heads or tails. So,
okay.
Tails.
So is that 1 or 2?
Oh no.
I should have had you call it in the air, and that would have probably been the opposite. We'll go with, you know what? We'll do it again, now that I realize what we're doing here. So, call it in the air. And now.
Tails.
Tails again. It is 2.
19.
19. Okay. Seeing the, right now, the only person you can see clearly is Running Tab, who is going through the boxes. You see that she is pulling out weird decorations. You're seeing Santa hats. You're seeing green boots and a green hats. You're seeing Happy New Year. But apparently she keeps looking into these boxes, seeing what's in them, and shoving them off to the side, digging to the next in a frantic search.
Okay. So it would appear that she's not looking for decorations, but there's something else in that box that is causing her to be frantic, or lack thereof.
Yes, that. I figured you were talking to everybody else, but
I was talking to everyone else.
Yeah, and I'm trying not to, be the toxic one.
So I'm gonna go and ask her what she's looking for.
Actually, I was gonna go ask her if.
Okay,
if
you
I...
go ask her what she's looking for.
All right. And when when I roll for initiative, I also roll on an alertness skill test to notice any creatures try to surprise me. If I succeed, I'm not surprised.
cool. But I don't think you have to worry about either of those in this moment.
Are there any women there?
Well,
Okay.
technically that identifies as a woman, but I.
Okay. Let's not get into that one.
I'm no longer interested.
Okay. All right. So, in all seriousness, what are you guys doing at this point? And you don't have to worry about rolling for anything unless you're asking about to roll for something.
I think consensus is we go talk to Running Tap.
Right. Hey, young lady. What are you searching for?
She Running Tap stops and slowly turns, looking at you. The most you could almost describe it as an annoyed look. In fact, she is so annoyed. We're gonna go ahead and, I'm glad I made character sheets for these characters. I'm not gonna lie. She is going to run. She's gonna roll for intimidation. She's kind of pissed off, and you just salted her. You just peed in her cornflakes with that statement. So
What I said? What are you looking for, young lady?
exactly,
And there it is.
It was a young lady comment.
exactly. So,
Oh,
my God. Okay, so she is rolling an intimidation here. You can either try to fight it, or you're about to get completely cowed. Depends on your.
What did you roll?
You don't want to know until you actually roll.
My alertness counts for roll for initiative.
All right, I will allow you to roll for alertness to see just how badly you screwed up instead of fighting against her in
And
intimidation.
because of the perk, if I get surprised, I won't be surprised.
It's not a surprise. You're about to find out full flank that you're in trouble. The question is, do you realize it in time before you get...
My alertness is D4, so that with +5 is what?
Well, roll a D4.
someone did take a.
If you don't have a D4, I got one.
Well, wait. Oh, I realize now. Okay, yeah, you roll a D4, a D20, and then you have a +5. Okay, add 5 to that afterwards.
Oof, 4, 3, and 5.
Oh no,
yeah.
She looks at you with a very angry glare, just like you just somehow calling her a young lady when she's this stressed was the worst possible thing you can do. This was the same as going up to the hottest girl and saying, "You're adorable." You just did a bad, and all you can do is just slowly creep away as she stares you down until you walk away at least 5 feet. And then goes back to rummaging the boxes in a flurry.
All right.
D20, D4, why do this to me?
She rolled just for your
all right.
record. She rolled 22.
Fuck.
Yeah, all right. So, all right. I walk up as the idiot backs up. Like, okay, he's an idiot. He's an idiot. You obviously look stressed. Anything we can help with?
You can find what happened to my other Halloween decorations. I had 3 boxes in here, and now there's only 1. This does not look like a decorated party. This looks like something you slapped together in a frat house. I will not stand for this bar like this. Ugh. And she gets
so bad.
Yeah, and sorry, I can't help it. It's like, but I can't help it. I'm gonna say, well, knowing who normally comes here, kind of kind of fits that they'd end up like that, wouldn't it?
Uh-oh.
She stops for a moment, actually thinking it over. And sighs. You're not wrong, but I have to either find them or I have to go out, and I don't have time to go out and buy new ones. I have to be here to get the bar ready. We got ciders that need to be poured. We got candy that needs to be bowled. There is so much that needs to be done. If I don't know what happened to him, nobody is telling me what happened to him. And if I don't have those decorations, this place is just, it's going to look horrible. And you can actually see a slight tear starts to form in her eyes.
It's okay.
How do I
we'll
roll
help
for
you.
how do I roll for bullshit?
I
would like to roll for
social,
understanding.
roll for social and streetwise if you have it. Okay, roll for understanding. Okay,
Let's see,
do
so
we have? Is there an
social-
understanding?
Yes, there is. I have it.
Then roll for it.
Okay, yeah, because I can see I have social, but I don't have understanding. I've underrolled a gossip. Under streetwise.
16.
Yeah.
Do you have 10 plus? Wait, 10 plus cleverness is 16. Wait.
Well, if you don't have anything under streetwise, then you can just roll the d20 and see what you get with.
Yeah. Well, I've got underrolled and gossip with a D4. That's all I've got. So.
Yeah,
I'll-
I failed my roll. I only got 5, so I'm just clueless.
Yeah, and considering you're going for bullshit, I don't think gossip is quite going to fit. If anything,
Okay,
you
so-
want bullshit.
Okay, so it's 17. Let's see, cleverness of 16. So I don't know what that all means exactly.
Okay,
It's like 10 plus. It's 10 plus 6 on this.
that's your defense in case somebody is attacking you with cleverness.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
then I rolled 17.
All right. Okay. Yeah. No. She's not exactly bullshitting. She actually is quite upset about the situation. Apparently, it's got her so frazzled it's actually breaking her up a little bit. Mostly because she's so organized that usually this does not happen, and it has happened. And literally with just a few hours to the party, and she can't break away. And apparently, neither can the other two for some reason.
Is she the only one working? Lumi, get out of your headspace and help her.
You want to actually go yell that to Lumi?
No, I'll just say, aren't you gonna help her, Lumi?
I do like to remind you that Lumi is on the second floor and somewhat far away from that, so you would have.
Can I walk up to her and say, don't you work here? Aren't you gonna help her?
You walk.
Oh,
over
yes,
to
he
the
is.
second floor?
Yes, he is yelling at her.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will yell at her.
Meanwhile, I look at the.
Or I fly up to her because I got wings.
Yeah, I look at the Pegasus and I go, he does not get out much, does he?
I work at the back of the mailroom. Of course, I don't get out much.
So you look back at the Pegasus as he flies away to admonish the hippogriff.
I'm being a bit rude, dude.
I didn't say it in a rude way. I just say, aren't you gonna help her, Lumi?
That seems rather rude.
That
Lumi seems to be spaced out for a moment before she looks over at you and just like, I will.
Am I interrupting anything?
Well, it's supposed to just be eggs on toilet paper, right?
Huh?
Never mind. What's going on? Apparently, she was not paying attention.
It seems that Mare down there needs your help.
Mare? Oh, running tab. Her. No. If she needs me, she would immediately yell for me, and usually she just yells at me.
Don't you think that was a cue to help her?
I mean, she didn't exactly yell at me to go and get something, did she?
I fly up, grab the Pegasus, and start to bring him down. Apologies, you seem to be busy, and we'll get back to trying to help running tab.
Okay.
Compared to the babysitter.
Dude, does she work here? It's her job to
Yes,
help her.
but she could be doing another job. It does
I-
not
I-
matter. She could be
I
doing.
direct attention back to running tab and say we'd be happy to help looking for the missing decorations. Where was the last place she found them?
Oh, well, I had them in the storage area out back, and that's where all these boxes are from. It's completely empty now. Um, I know that we always go in and out of there, but I don't recall any. When was the last time I was back there? I think it was Easter. My, that has been some time, hasn't it?
Why is there a bunny costume in here?
Ask your mother.
Well, I think that'd be a good place to look for clues.
Sure. If you want to, you just have to go around back. She points over to a door adjacent to the kitchen door where the pots and pans are still clinging from the green unicorn there, and you could just go in there and take a look around, see if you can find anything.
Okay, thank you. That sounds good to everyone else.
Good
Sure.
to me.
All right.
Before then, I fly back up to Lumi and apologize
No, nope.
if I was rude.
No, that's okay. But then does that does that mean you could use bananas then, or oranges? Or no, those don't seem very Halloweeny, do they? But you know, this toilet paper.
I fly up and use my culture roll. Going to go.
I use
Yes.
my alert. I use my alert roll.
Alert roll. Okay,
Alertness.
you're alert. You don't know what you're alert for, but you're alert. Congratulations.
Oh, I thought I had a roll there.
Okay, so I roll my history to explain.
Okay, go right ahead.
I got a 1. And it's a D4.
Oh, it's spooky.
Okay, I also roll a D4
For some reason, whenever you think of Halloween, you're thinking of pots of gold, big burritos, and apparently something about a hot dog. You think you might have your wires crossed
I rolled a 2 on the D4.
for.
Culture.
Oh,
So also roll a d20.
you got a d20 along with that.
Oh, I didn't do the D4.
And another
Yeah, it's
5. And a 5. What? 7 together? What the hell?
Okay, remember you with everything you roll a d20 along with whatever advantages you
I
have
just
if you
did.
have them. Yeah.
Okay, so I got.
That's 12 together for me.
Okay, you know that Halloween is a great holiday with plenty of cider and candy.
I have 19 and 3, so I have 22.
However, you are also aware that sometimes people like to play pranks, including throwing eggs at houses and toilet papering the trees.
TP, you never forget your first.
I explained this to Lumi and go, it's probably best you not do that unless it's to another building.
Oh no, I'm aware. I mean this is my first nightmare night. What I mean, I understand that it's supposed that it's eggs and toilet paper, but not pink squares.
So we're gonna go check the storage shed out back.
Okay.
And I go, okay.
All right, I'll come with you then.
All right, you go. You all.
See you later, Lumi.
Goodbye. You all start walking your way off to the side room and into the storage area. It's a smaller storage area, barely able to fit all of you. Thank goodness that you haven't been joined by CMC yet. But as you all are crammed into the storage area, you do see that it is quite bereft of boxes. Doesn't look like there's anything big in the storage area now at the moment. All of it is outside of the bar, frantically being dug through by a panicking bar maiden. If you want
Could
to,
we
you
look
can.
around the area and see if something's out of place?
You certainly can. You got a couple of different options. You can do a survival check. You can do streetwise, or maybe you could just, if you want, you could just roll on your smarts and see what you notice. Or I'll allow alertness this time. Now you can be alert
Alright.
for something.
For my muscle over pawn sheet, 3 times per day you can use the brawn in place of a speed skill on a skill test. Is that when something's in motion, or?
If something that requires you to move in really quickly for like speed wise, like infiltration, targeting, finesse, or if you're trying to dodge an attack, then yeah, you can substitute that. You can substitute the brawn instead of speed for that. Basically,
Okay.
it's saying you don't have to use the speed; you can use this instead.
All right.
My combined roll is 16 survival.
All right. It's a very clean storage room. Surprisingly clean. Curiously clean.
So you said streetwise would work on this.
But streetwise, yes. Just to be able to see something that is amiss.
All right, D20 and D4. 15 combined between the two.
You also realize that this is surprisingly clean. In fact, it almost feels like it's a little too clean. Anybody else want to give it a go?
Wait, let's see.
I can try for another insight.
All right.
I have a might of I don't see a D2 dice on this Google thing.
That's a coin flip. Go for
coin flip. Okay.
Yeah, call
okay,
it.
I use
and
my
then coin
might.
flip, yeah.
I use my might to and brawn to no my might or my brawn to move a few boxes aside to in front of everyone so we could begin looking for items.
So I only got a 4.
How did you only get? Well,
I have a 3 for essence, so I need a coin flip.
this is a very nice storage room. You could probably fit many boxes in here.
Okay, so coin flip. Heads is 1, tails is 2.
Sounds good
Okay.
to me. All right.
1.
All right.
Are you gonna flip a coin for me, Circuit?
Oh, right.
I just
He just flipped for you. Got you a 1.
Oh, okay.
He got you
So
a
that's a 4 on my strength altogether. Then.
It's probably a very good thing that this storage space was actually completely empty of boxes, or you probably would have popped your back when you tried to lift a cardboard box and failed utterly.
Oh.
But yes, this place is very clean and empty.
so very clean.
Very clean.
What do we make of that?
Well, it's almost spotless, as if someone not only moved everything out, but also cleaned out after themselves. You kind of don't do that when you're trying to get a party ready, so...
Are you thinking that someone came in here before her and removed the items she was looking for?
No, because someone who would have done that would not have cleaned up after themselves, because this is an outside storage shed. It's dirty.
Okay.
So I'm thinking someone cleaned up while the stuff was out.
All right, creature. As
Yes.
you're discussing this, you notice a weird fluttering into the corner of your eye, and you see a feather that managed to get caught right behind the shelves, just barely, almost out of reach. I mean, sight, almost out of sight.
I followed the feather to where it was leading and make a connections roll.
Go right ahead.
That would
11.
be fine. Ah, sorry.
It looks like this bird. This is a feather that belongs to a very big bird.
I alert the rest of the party to let them know that we may not be alone, and tell them about the feather that I saw.
I would ask to roll see what color is the feather, but I would not know every patron, so I wouldn't be able to.
Well, you can still try it anyway, but you might have to roll rather high to succeed.
Okay.
So I will allow for let's see. I think Smarts has the best perception. Yep. Roll for Smarts. I will also allow for survival.
Okay.
I have a D2 in survival, so I'll roll a D20 for survival and
Alright.
as well.
Okay.
Alright.
Somebody flip a coin too to add to that.
I have a D4 in survival.
Okay.
And I'll do that alongside the 20.
Plus the 12 I rolled on the D20 and the 5 with my essence, that's 17. So it's either 18 or 19 depending on the coin flip toss.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
And go ahead and call it.
Total of 9.
Do you want heads or tails?
Heads.
All right. Now let's try that without it flipping out of my hand. Okay, that was weird. Okay, that was not a flip. Okay, that was a flip. And that was tails. You get a 1.
Okay, that's 18.
Got an 18 and Toa, what did you get?
9.
Well, Toa, you definitely agree. It is with a very big bird. However, DM, you recognize the coloring. You saw this a moment ago.
Isn't this color more of a shade of fuchsia?
It's more... Actually, I would consider it more purple.
You're right, it is purple.
You can thank the voices in your head.
Sorry.
Sorry, I was just
Okay. So out of character, remember that.
Yes, out of character.
So this is out of character. Characters in the game are not supposed to be talking with the GM.
Right.
And not back in character.
Okay.
But yes, you notice that it is a purple feather that looks familiar to something you've seen recently.
I swear I've seen this feather before, but it wasn't too long ago either.
Could it be the hippogriff we were talking to earlier?
Now that you mention it, I think it is. She was acting quite strangely when I tried to get her attention earlier.
She also could, as she said, be very new, and this is her first celebration.
So she could have misplaced the decorations, and now we're running time can't find them.
That is a possibility. So let us go and see if she misplaced them upstairs.
All right.
I will leave that to your capable digits.
All right. I will go back inside, up the stairs, and look for boxes up there.
I'll join Toa as well, or should I keep an eye on Lumi?
Well, that's up to you. Toa, you go upstairs and you start looking through the rooms for boxes. Luckily, Lumi is spaced out, or she might object to the fact that you are going into people's bedrooms without permission.
And I kept myself from getting Lumi's attention in case she noticed Toa going up to the room. So
all right,
wait
then
until Toa goes upstairs to talk to her.
All right, then Toa, roll survival, and you roll, and DM, you roll deception.
My deception's a D4, so that's a D4 and a D20.
That is correct.
I got 18.
All right, and let's see.
Oh,
how the
are you
deception...
kidding me?
Oh. That sounds bad.
D2 and a D1 plus a 4 is a 7.
I think he just had an anime
cocked.
pro tag moment.
Yes.
Oh no.
Shit.
No. Okay.
Okay. Before you set down on DM, I can be hidden in plain sight, so me going past Lumi without noticing is fine.
You're right,
So,
except for the fact that she critted. So, yeah, you DM immediately starts to try to strike up a conversation with Lumi. Apparently, her aloof and distracted nature doesn't allow her to focus well enough to realize that she suddenly sees a door creak open, and despite being able to hide in plain sight, it's very obvious when you see a changeling opening a door in the middle of the door frame. As she cries out, "Hey, what are you doing? That's my room!" And she quickly darts over there and blocks the doorway, looking at you with both shock that somebody would even go into a room, let alone somebody she's never even seen before.
I respond with, I was not going to go into the room itself. I was opening the door to see if there was a box.
What box? Why are you looking for boxes in my room?
We found a feather in the shed out back.
No, Tom, let me bullshit my way. I'm gonna roll again for deception to try and convince her. We saw not a stranger go into your room.
Okay, that's a high deception, but go for it.
Can I counteract with my social?
Actually, I rolled the equation of a 19.
You know what? You're both trying to deceive her. I will go ahead and allow for one of you to roll with edge, which means that you get to have how many in D&D terms. Basically, this gives you a advantage, if you know what that means.
No, I understand that, but I was not trying to deceive her because I was explaining my thought process. And
well, your thought process, we might not.
All right, okay. So you're both basically going at her at the same time, though. So is okay. So right at this moment, she's blocking the door frame. Toa, you're trying to explain what's going on, and DM, you're trying to deceive her. So what exactly are you trying to do at this point? Wow, I remind you that
he was just following someone else who went into her room.
Okay, so you're trying to do a deception while he's just saying he's just looking for boxes. So let's see. All right.
I rolled a 19 altogether into that. So what did she get?
I rolled a 23 overall.
Okay, she doesn't believe you were the dam. She doesn't trust you at all. However, Toa, she is listening to you a little bit and just like, okay, all right, you're gonna have to explain this to me here a little bit here because you're right now. I just see you trying to go into my room looking for boxes, and I'm going to assume this your friend is trying to is telling me that apparently he's seeing boogeymen in here, which I think the boogeyman was outside throwing those pink cubes. So I don't think that has anything to do with what's in my room.
I put the pink cubes in the back of my mind and I go, I apologize for his lack of sociability. I was just going to open the door, see if there was any clear cardboard boxes that were not marked, and then shut the door.
Again, why are you looking for cardboard boxes?
Okay, yeah, okay. I step up at this point and I'm just gonna look, running tabs looking for Halloween decorations. We saw a feather.
Quick! She immediately comes up and shushes you with her finger. Look, a very panicked look. She looks around for a moment, then quietly walks over to her room and opens the door. Gestures for you to all come in.
I just look at the other two. Sometimes it's the direct approach, you guys.
Oh, I was trying that, but you know.
Shh. In now.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
In we go.
And while they're
All
in,
right.
Creature, you're just sitting there in a storage room all by your lonesome, looking at a feather.
Oh no, I'm back in the tavern. They can I go take care of that. I'm gonna hang out with running tab.
All right, you're just sitting there with running tab as she's looking through boxes, and as she's doing that, they go into the room just like okay. She shuts the door and then immediately turns on. Okay. Look, did running tab put you up to this?
No, we
No.
just figured it out ourselves when we found your feather in the storage room.
Okay. Listen, I'll tell you what happened, but this is between you and me. Just you and me, okay? Can I trust you on this?
Depends
No,
on what you tell us.
No, I need you to trust. I need to trust you on this, or otherwise, I'm not going to have an allowance for a year.
All right,
Okay,
let's hear it.
what's the issue?
Okay. Now look, you all know the clip trot thing that's been coming around lately, right? Now,
Oh.
now listen. I had an idea in order to hit it big, and the thing was that it was supposed to be the haunted river raft video trial run. So what ended up happening? I grabbed just a couple boxes. I was just grabbed a couple of the Halloween decoration boxes, and I went to the river, and I went up to the river, to the top of the waterfall, and I was starting to get things placed. Unfortunately, there was a little bit of a ice melt, and the water came up while I was I might have been taking a nap because it was a little tiring to get there, and the water may have grabbed the box and took it down.
Wash them away.
Well, down the waterfall. So let's wash away and more. I'm pretty sure I just contributed to the microplastics in the vicinity now, but I haven't been able to replace them because I'm still trying to pay back after I broke the DDR machine again. Do you know that thing is not built for hippogriff hooves? I mean, sure they could take pony hooves, but yeah, obviously she's a little distraught and apparently a lot heavier than even she wants to admit.
I turn to Suki and go, okay, so we're probably gonna have to replace that.
Depends how much are you carrying, guys?
I did not sign up for this shit tonight.
Neither did I. I was here to just have some excess emotions and go home.
I was gonna have a few drinks. Compliment about my life, where I went wrong, why am I with all these illnesses.
Okay, look, if I'm sure that running tab, I'm sure that she has like a back stipend. I think if you just talk to her and just say that you would be like wonderful, kind, wonderful people that would certainly not let a young hippogriff just in the throes of wonderful gaming bliss about to be finally free to be able to dance on the machine again. I'm sure that if you just offer to pick up the thing, she would be so overjoyed and would probably give you plenty of bits to go to the store and pick up things. And not mention this?
I think it'll
Especially
matter
this.
more from you, Lumi. Well,
Honestly,
we could still
be
do the
honest
stuff.
with her.
We could still pick up the stuff for you, Lumi. It's just I think if you apologize to her instead of us apologizing on your behalf, I think it'll mean more to her.
It's not an
You do
apology.
realize
It's
she
a
doesn't
a
want it.
replacement. It's a replacement. If I apologize, she'll know what happened, and I'll be thrown down that waterfall with the decorations. She's not going to throw you over the waterfall, and she would probably just welcome somebody going and buying new ones. I mean, they were old and ratty
I would
anyway.
hard disagree if it wasn't for my earlier interaction with her.
Okay, well, if you're trying to convince Lumi to fess up, you're going to have to,
Persuasion D2.
Yep, go for it.
I just wanted to see. Okay, tails. Why are you giving me rolls? God damn it.
Meanwhile, while DM's doing that, I
6,
just
so it's either gonna be 7 or 8. So toss that out.
Okay, Lumi says, I understand what you're thinking, in response, she immediately runs out the door and flies out through a ceiling window that was still open, so it almost was too stealthy for words. Leaving you alone in the bedroom now, as she either figures you're going to go ahead and uptake the quest to replace the decorations, or rat her out, at which point she wants to get as far away as possible.
I don't blame her.
Okay.
It's at this point that the other two should notice I've already left the room and I'm downstairs. We're heading downstairs
Yeah.
to talk to Running Tab.
I
Yeah.
also left the room while that was going down.
All right,
because I
so
did it.
creature.
Okay. I did
because,
sing you.
I'm sorry, I don't have time to deal with this shit.
Hey,
Why is the dice giving me crappy rolls when I need them the most?
the gods have not smiled upon you.
Oh wow. Okay,
I'm in
creature.
RNG hell here.
Creature. As you're sitting there, listening to the crazy, you're not listening to anything. You're just wondering what in the world's going on. As your for three people, I guess friends might be a stretch in some cases, but you just barely met. But the group that you were with, most of them went upstairs and haven't come back down. You decide get looking over and you see an out of order sign on the nearby. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that said Simpsons and not Simple. Yeah, on the DDR machine, and you taking a quick look, you see that the pads on it are cracked quite heavily. In fact, due to some very heavy hooves. Your skills in electronics gave you a bit of a hint that you see these pads were probably danced on by something that was probably twice the size of a pony and twice the weight too. Granted, and it does look like it could be repairable, but you would still need about 10 bits worth of plastic in order to replace the coverings for the buttons. But it looks like the internals of the machine aren't broken. It's just the dance pads were unfortunately a little hoof heavy.
So everything I'm seeing, I'm taking mental notes and making a checklist in my head of things to do later, and one of them being send a bill to Running Tab after I repair her machine without her consent.
Mental note taken. And as you head back to Running Tab, you see that that Suki has come back down to sit along next to you, clearly exacerbated and annoyed. It seems like the two newbies that you were tasked to bring along by CMC are rambunctious, for lack of a better term. Except you're a newbie too, so I gotta correct that a little bit. Suki just joins you though.
I'm guessing is Running Tab at the table?
Running Tab is still at the table. She is still shifting through boxes. Looks like she's gotten so desperate that she is literally emptying it all out, and right now is a surprising amount of Mardi Gras beads.
Okay, I appreciate the willingness for a party, but if you want to know what happened to your decorations, go talk to the bird.
She stops and looks up, and then immediately looks up again and sees the open window, and just the words that she says could not be said in polite company as she runs up.
Remember, this was in Lumi's room, or did she not?
That he the moment Suki left,
I went downstairs.
Suki went downstairs the moment that she flew the coop.
Mm-hmm.
So you two are still standing there at the moment, though probably about to come down.
I followed Suki after that.
And I might as well follow Lumi because I don't want her to create more trouble in her mad dash out of there.
All right.
And I heard Suki say, "Talk to the bird."
All right, then quick
and
correction.
Then I'm coming up behind, going, and the bird has already flown the coop. The Pegasus is chasing after him. Last I saw.
She looks up through the window, and then looks back and just slams a hoof down, just like she is. Again, saying words that cannot be adequately described or probably said in polite company, and just lets out a deep breath of annoyance, just like I don't know, I can't get the. How would you guys like to make a few bits?
Yeah,
what-
sure. Yeah,
I'm
sure.
down.
All right. Okay, there's a local store down the street. She slams a hoof down with a bag of 20 bits. If you could get whatever Halloween decorations you can. We could try our best to actually make this at least a decent party. Otherwise, well, they'll probably be drunk enough to not even care the Mardi Gras beads, but I'd still want to keep theme. Besides, I want to save those for Mardi Gras.
I check the emotions of her, not as a how mad is she, but just what type of mad. I have a 17 on that since it's just me rolling d20.
Well, it looks like Mardi Gras isn't the only thing that's spicy, muy caliente.
Ooh.
In other words, she's hot, and I wouldn't try it. And not that way.
I'm going within my own head. This feels like a mother's anger rather than, a boss's anger.
A little bit of column A and B, but probably. In any
But
case,
you know what I
so do you guys accept the task?
I do.
All right, you take the bits, and she goes back to starting to pack up the boxes now that she knows that there is probably no recovery of the Halloween decorations that were there, and is now trying to get everything else set up for the party.
Meanwhile, I'm currently in pursuit of Lumi, and she tries to lose me in a nearby park with lots of trees.
One second. I actually do need to use the restroom. We're gonna take a quick breather.
Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, I would like to know Lumi's flying speed versus DM's flying speed.
That would be in another book. I don't know what
I fly
where the
30
hippogriff is
30
located.
off from the my aerial is 30 feet.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the second use the Pegasi or the Griffin.
Hmm.
That is an option.
How long are we going for? Till 11 Eastern Standard Time or 12?
Yeah, about that. Because I know my flying speed is only 15 in air.
I want a Mountain Dew. Does anybody want one?
I cast magic missile against the darkness.
All right. Anyway, just to jump in here real fast, for a moment, DM. You can't exactly dictate what the NPCs are doing because that's my job.
Oh, okay, all right, that's right. Okay, never mind.
But Vaguely Creepy does have the right idea. So you are trying to follow after Lumi. What is your speed?
My speed is 4.
That is not your speed.
That is not your speed.
Evasion. That forced by evasion. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's your base.
Okay, so let's go into acrobatics then. Go ahead and roll your acrobatics.
Oh, jeez.
I figured that'd just be your movement total.
Well, it also depends on how quick. It depends on your movement and also basically
I
how
rolled a
quickly.
2. However, I roll on my targeting to make sure I don't lose her.
Oh, you don't have to worry about losing her. She's going really fast, really straight, and a lot faster than you. You will not catch up with her.
I'll try to roll for my persuasion and try to get her to stop.
It's no good. She's already way out of earshot and rapidly gaining distance. There's a fear of God in her, and you are not stopping her anymore at this point.
So basically, it's Fluttershy chasing Rainbow Dash.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's Fluttershy chasing Rainbow Dash, and this is Rainbow Dash trying to break the sound barrier at the same time. You are not winning this war.
No, I am not.
So, do you still try to pursue regardless, or?
No, she'll return to the bar eventually.
Yeah. Plus, you don't even know her. It's not your responsibility.
Yeah.
All right. Now that I've dissuaded somebody from chasing an NPC.
They'll be back. They always be
That's
back.
why my mindset was at Suki.
So at some point during the conversation within the bar, I pull my attention away from the DDR machine. And it's like, wait, what's going on?
I respond with, we got bits, we go and get decorations.
Cool. Where?
And points to the map that got handed to me, or do I relay the instructions?
You relayed the instructions. She just said that there's
Okay.
a store down the street. You literally can't miss it because it's one street. Well, there's
Which
multiple
street?
streets, but
The
it's literally straight down.
Which street? The street.
The
That street, this street, back street, alright.
back street's back. All right.
In,
Okay.
in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
Bye, 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 bye.
All right. Anyway, it literally is just that there is just a house that is not a house, but in the middle of the street. There's a grocery store that is down the street. You don't have to take any turns, curves, edges, or side roads. It is literally straight down a few blocks. All right. So okay. So you.
Head down the
So
way.
Toa starts heading down. The creature is following along. Suki is doing the same. And let's see. And it's DM. You were flying back in. You get in there just as they start to pack up and head towards the door. So go ahead and join them as well.
What's up, guys?
And okay.
Apparently we're going grocery shopping.
Okay, how much money did she give us?
Enough.
Literally. Anyway, as you get to the door and open it, you gain the weird salty smell that you've been smelling hits a lot harder. It seems like whatever was salty was outside, and as you walk outside, somebody I want to say roll a perception, but strange.
We go with
Somebody
alertness.
Somebody roll. Who roll? Somebody roll an alertness. Just one person.
Yes, sir.
I got a D4.
Unless
on
someone's got
alertness,
higher than
so
a D2.
I have
Nope.
a D4 on alertness, so I'll roll.
All right then.
Oh wait, I have to get rid of. Okay. No. D2 and D1
What?
plus the 5 is an 8. What the
D2
hell
plus
is
the-
up with these dice?
Did you roll a 2 and a 1? Is that what you said?
I rolled a D4 and a D20.
Okay, that I was just trying to understand what it is. Yeah. So you smell a weird saltiness in the air, but you have no idea where it's coming from. I'm sorry. You guys have just missed a big dumb thing, right? Because of that.
Okay, hang on. You know what? I don't have it, but let's see what happens.
All right.
Oh, good. I would have gotten it.
Circuit. I have no alertness, but I rolled a nat 20.
Oh my god. Okay.
Hey, it's funny. I did too.
You know what? You know what? Okay.
12 and alertness to get anything right tonight? What the hell?
Okay. You know what? Fine. I'll play ball. All right, DM. As you go out the door and you start walking down the street, completely lost in thought at the hippogriff. The hippogriff that you completely lost, that was going at a crazy speeds. Vaguely and Suki keep smelling that salty air along with something odd. And looking off the corners of their eyes, they notice that around the building are pink cubes.
Haven't we seen these before?
I know Lumi mentioned that. Yeah, you guys all right?
Yeah.
Because out of character, my thought is it's salt, but I want to roll for that.
Well, it depends. Do you want to stop to smell the cubes, or do you want to go down the street and take care of the Halloween shopping that you were just tasked to do?
Well, I want to take care of the Halloween shopping. The cubes should still be there, so.
All right. Then,
Let's see.
Oh yes, the weird pink cubes that are just floating and no one knows what they are. They should still be there.
oh, they're not floating. They're not floating. They're on the ground.
Yeah, they're on the ground.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
My point
Creatures into the
stands.
lead early.
okay, I take a look over at creature. Look, you got the store thing. I'll take a look at this.
You got it, bud.
All right. Okay, so it looks like we're splitting the party. Be very afraid. All right, Creature and Toa are on their way, along with DM, who didn't notice anything. So, Suki, you're looking at the pink cubes. Hopefully, CMC will come by to help you in a moment. So, while they're walking down to the store, I'll go ahead and be nice, and you don't have to worry about rolling for encounters on the street. Instead, Suki, go ahead and
Oh my god.
go ahead and roll some streetwise for me.
Okay, so
Or survival, whatever you think would be more applicable.
What if he met a mare of the night?
Okay, so I've got extra in streetwise. So
All right.
okay, so that plus 4. Well, 19.
All right, Suki, you go up to the cubes and you start to press on them. They're squishy and wet, and they kind of feel like they're spreading apart a little bit when you press them, and you realize this isn't salt. They're salty because they are cured. This is apparently some sort of product that was cured in salt and in a cube shape now. And looking at the sides of the wall of where the cubes are, it looks like they were thrown at the tavern.
Okay, so okay, this still doesn't help me to know what the hell these things are. All I know now is that they've been tossed through the air and hit the bar.
Yep.
Well, you do know that they're made of salt.
Well, they've been cured by salt. They're made of something else.
Okay.
Also, Toa, you're not with him.
And you are. Yep. Toa,
You're with me and Creature.
Yep.
Screw it. Screw it. I lick it.
It's salty and meaty. It almost tastes like ham, but really salty for some weird reason. And kind of off. And it has like a weird metal taste to it too. Like it's been in a tin can for a while.
Oh, is it? Oh no.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yes, it is.
Spam.
Okay. I guess all right. I decided to go back. I decided to go back inside, and just because right now my only source of information is running tab
Well, that you know of.
that I know of. Yeah. So I run back. I go back inside, and I look at running tab. Do you have any idea who would throw canned meat at your building?
Canned meat? What the? Is that what that bird brain was on about?
I don't know. I don't know. There's cubes spam down over on the side of the house.
She takes a whiteboard and writes down "clean up spam" on it now. That honestly, I have my suspicions, but if it's anything I could think of, it's probably best to hope that this is all we see this evening. Creature of chaos, or best way to put it, chaos. So, I mean, have you seen any green ponies out there with hair that you could only describe as almost like it's made out of words, and you don't see their eyes. This is starting to sound like a spooky story, doesn't it?
Yeah. Nah. Just saw the meat on the ground.
So it sounds like she may have already left. There's only a few people that could take care of something like this, and he hasn't shown up yet. I have to keep. Well, best advice I have is just to keep an eye out, and if you see such a pony, I would go the other way. You won't. I don't think you'll get hurt, but you will not be the same again after if you meet them.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
And she goes back to packing up the boxes. Apparently this time she somehow got into weird red, blue, and white celebrations of some sort and fireworks. She's like, we don't even celebrate this here. What are we...
So, to the shop?
Alright, while that's going on, the three of you finally make it to the store while Suki is, I assume, on his way.
I mean, at this point, I guess so.
Yep. Alright. So, you finally get into the grocery store, and as you're slowly getting there, you start to see ponies come and go. 1, 2, 4, 3. And the pace starts to pick up. A few more here, a few more there. Some of them are going towards the store in a hurry. Some of them are leaving in a hurry. You see them rushing around with saddlebags full of decorations, food, toilet paper. Some look like they're getting excited for a big Halloween adventure. Some are a little pissed off, looking like somebody might have wrecked their evening and they're just trying to fix things. And others have a horrible, scared look, like somebody ruined their Halloween, but for a different reason.
Man, I wouldn't want to be in the horseshoes of whoever pissed those guys off.
I mean, you
it's
kinda are.
And as you get closer to the store, you see that some of them are bruised, battered, covered in ketchup. It looks like a lot has been happening. And as you get to the store, you can see chaos. Utter chaos. It looks like there are people running around the shelves trying to grab things as they can. There's signs left and right. Halloween candy on sale early. Oh no. Buy toilet paper before it's too late. And people shouting, it's the end. It's happening again. Quick, buy all the red dye you can.
What is this, Pony COVID?
A little bit of both. Yeah.
I swear I've seen this movie before.
You know, this only happens whenever someone actually notices what I am. And it's normally out in the country.
Of course, apparently to Toakoi, this is just a normal Tuesday when he usually goes grocery shopping. He really needs to stop doing that. Okay, dumb joke aside.
He really needs a new disguise.
I'm not in disguise yet.
But as you go in, you can see
That's
even though
that's why I said you needed a disguise.
Even there is panic going on, it looks like the sales ponies are in control. Almost like this seems to happen on a bi-daily basis. So even though the store is in tatters, the ponies are clamoring, going back and forth through the aisles and the different departments. The sales are still being rung up. The sales ponies are still getting people rung through. And almost seems like peace in the midst of utter and insane chaos. The chaos that you see when with a cultist and a crimson kissing picture. What the hell?
You forget your history, good sir.
Apparently
Welcome
I do.
to Costco. I love you.
And then there's a slick with the Nightmare Moon.
Okay, moving on.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I just looked over at the worst moment. But
Plank book.
at the moment, it does look like you can. The store may still have some goodies for you to obtain. Now the question is, where do you look for the decorations?
Let's look in the middle aisle.
I'm going to roll for alertness.
All right, go ahead and roll
I'm
for.
going to go ask one of the sales associates for directions.
All right.
And I'll go get a cart.
Okay, we got a car. Go ahead and roll your alertness. As you're asking the sales associate, he looks over and says, "Well, I know that this seems counterproductive, but I would definitely avoid the Halloween aisle at this point. Nightmare Night aisle at this point. It's pretty much been ransacked because we're trying to sell the candy early. It was management's great idea so that we don't have to have an after Halloween sale. We can have an on Halloween sale, adults. But because of that, it's just been completely destroyed. You might be able to find some balloons and streamers, but any toys and props and stuff are long gone from there, or maybe they're just scattered throughout the store."
I'll take my chances, thank you. But where can I find them? If you had them.
Well, if they're not in the Halloween aisle, I would definitely check the party aisle.
Where is that?
Well, it's over there in the corner. You can see where we got the balloons floating and the gift cards. And,
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
My alertness is 14.
Boy, there are a lot of people here. No, okay, no, yeah, no, not bad. All right,
I go into the corner gestured by the associate.
All right.
Mhm.
And look, your alertness, you do seem to notice that, funny enough, with all the insanity, the grocery aisle doesn't seem to be getting hit quite as hard as everything else right now, as well as sporting goods.
I have an idea. I go to
And that
sporting
is-
goods.
All right, so first, creature, you go over to the party goods. You do see that there are plenty of party supplies for birthdays, celebrations. Sorry, I kicked that football in your face. That was a really weird run of sorry cards. But along with that, you do find a couple of orange and black streamers and some balloons, and even a few fun noisemakers. And some of those cheap, weird paper bats and ghosts that you see hanging around at the front of doors and the sides of windows.
Okay. Who's got the cart right behind me because we're about to load up.
Here.
DM is
That would be DM. I went over
Yep.
to sporting goods.
all right.
Yep. So I scoop up everything I can that is vaguely Nightmare Night related and put it into our cart.
All right. As you're doing that, Toa, you start to explore the sporting goods. Go ahead and let's see. You can roll streetwise, alertness, culture, or in this case, infiltration.
Ooh. We don't check myself.
Mm,
Ooh, that's a D8. No, wait, that's infiltration. No, that's intimidation. I hate having too many things. I'll just go with my culture, which would be a D4. Okay, I have 21.
Okay. All right. So, as you are looking around, you notice something unusual. Next to the sporting goods, you see a set of hockey gear. See a hockey mask, a suit, goal, basically a full-on goalie setup, all proudly displayed. But it's kind of strange, as you don't recall sporting goods ever having mannequins to show off the gear. And while you are looking this over, Suki, you finally make it to the front of the store. As you're doing that, you also notice on your sideline something running towards you in a bit of a pant, as CMC has finally made his way through and over to the store to meet you. It appears that the teleporter for the Brony Show Tavern did not work quite right, and he had to end up using one at a nearby porta potty. Don't ask. It's the holidays. You never ask. But he managed to actually get near the store, and luckily, because you were so delayed looking at those pink cubes, he was able to spot you and run right over.
You
Yeah.
move too fast.
I've been walking.
It's been a day.
Alright, and as you two quickly catch up with what's been going on, so CMC has been informed. Toa,
What is my role?
okay,
Or do you want me to examine?
well, that's up to you. I just gave you the scene.
All right. So you know what? I'm going to use my deception roll, to see if someone's trying to deceive me, and if I look at the changeling stuff.
You're in the grocery store. They're always trying to deceive you. They're always trying to get you to buy everything.
Okay. Okay, so I get a +1 against deception. No, wait. I'm thinking of something else. No, I'll just roll my deception. I'm trying to filter out my old plan, and so I apologize.
That's alright.
Okay, that's a D20 and a D8. Okay, total is 20.
My god, the only reason they're putting bread near the registers is so you buy it. No, I'm sorry, that was stupid.
No, I appreciate it.
Okay. You realize nobody's deceiving you, but that mannequin is definitely not normal.
I go to remove the mask from the mannequin.
You find the skull of a pony.
I am unfazed, mainly because I'm like, is that a decoration?
You give it a quick knock. Yep, it is made out of plastic.
All right. Hey, I don't really have. I have strength, but I don't have a strength thing, so I'll do my a toughness.
I don't think you really need to have a toughness for this.
No, I meant to pick up the mannequin and carry it.
You're gonna carry the whole mannequin.
Well, unless you want me to undress it.
I'm just asking.
I mean, he doesn't know what you're into.
I don't know what you're doing here. If you want to, go ahead. I will not stop you.
Oh, also, it's a skeleton for decoration as well.
Well, yeah.
So, roll it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll brawn
15.
or might. Roll brawn or might.
I got 15.
All right.
But
You struggle a little bit, but quite a bit actually. You managed to lift it up, and right now you have essentially you have a 5-pound plastic skeleton with 50 pounds of equipment now draped over your back as you are slowly trudging down the aisle to go meet up with your friends who are down in the party aisle. As you are walking, as you're trudging down, you have a royal guard look over, and of course he has to raise an eyebrow because there's a changeling with a full hockey setup on a pony skeleton on his back, and of course that has to attract the attention of somebody. Halt! What are you doing?
Good evening, sir. Well, I assume this product is for sale. If I am mistaken, I will gladly return it.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably not wrong, but why did you dress it up in gear like that?
This was how I found it, sir.
You found a pony skeleton fully dressed in hockey gear, and decided to carry it on your back to buy it.
It seemed logical at the time. Although now that you say it, it does seem rather odd.
Okay. One quick second here.
Can I go in and try to help Toa?
You're not aware that this is happening yet.
Okay.
We haven't met back up with them. We just finished loading the
Alright.
cart.
Yeah, but
Oh,
yeah.
all right.
By the way, but I'm just gonna out of character thing. I tried to set the tone of like just to set it up that just remember you have the idea. It's always your call on what your character does. Circuit can do things can maybe help nudge things along or suggest things, but just remember it's always your thing. Hence why that's basically why I started the whole thing of me just throwing up out of the portal. That was kind of to help illustrate that point.
Yep. You're welcome to do whatever you want and have fun with it, but that also means I can do whatever I want to. I will try to be nice about it. Speaking of being nice about it, well, I suppose there's nothing illegal about it, but I'm gonna keep my eyes on you.
Fair enough.
And he just keeps staring at you as he backs away. Then kind of sneaks in and then slides into the clothing rack, one of those round clothing racks where you can hide in the middle, and he slides right into the middle of it to hide.
Jeez.
And he just kind of gets encompassed, like kind of like Homer Simpson with the bush, just kind of slides back into it and absorbs him. Then he sticks his nose out, and he puts his hoof to eyes you again a couple times. Slides back in.
So at this time, me and DM are making our way back to Toa.
Yep, and as this finally happens, you two finally make your way over to Toa, who you see is carrying a full set of hockey gear on a plastic skeleton.
So I have two questions for you. One, why are you carrying that mannequin? And two, how are you carrying that mannequin?
First question answered. And I thought it would be good for decoration. It has a skeleton under it, and we can pot out the thing for costumes.
We don't have money for a mannequin. I don't even think we have money for what's on the mannequin.
I'm gonna roll persuasion to tell him not to buy the mannequin or
He's rolling persuasion. Nope. He's rolling persuasion. Roll your persuasion, Toa.
To not get the mannequin, but
I know what's going on.
Roll your persuasion on to not get to put the mannequin down and to.
Okay, persuade. It's 7. So 1 or 2, it doesn't matter.
Wait, what?
He rolled too low.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think Toa should roll 2. This is out of the character. I think Toa should roll 2 so they can have an argument.
That's exactly it. Toa, you need to roll your willpower.
Ooh.
Your defense willpower, by the way. So that's 10. Well, actually, no. Never mind. You don't have to roll anything.
No, that's just a hard number.
Yep. Yeah. You don't.
It's 7 plus 4, so that's 11.
It's 14. So.
No, I actually rolled 11 because 7 plus 4.
I still have 14.
Yep. So yeah, you're trying to persuade him, but dang it, Toa, you think you got this. You have the right idea. You have a full costume and a skeleton here. You got everything. Yeah, I'm sure you have enough money for it, right?
I go. Well, Creature was about to talk me down, but thank you, DM. You have made it. So
No. I did not do anything. He tried to persuade you. He failed. That's all that happened.
Yeah, I had one measly number lower than you.
Yeah.
And I'm just over here like.
Actually, I did not. Actually, 7 plus 4. That's. 13.
I have 14.
Yeah, but that's without the coin flip, though.
Why would you have a coin flip?
Because it's a D2 on my persuasion.
Right. So you would have the D20 and the Okay.
Yeah.
The D20 plus the D2.
The D20, yeah, the D20 plus the D2, and apparently a slight additional.
The additional being my essence. So so the coin flip is the difference between me getting a 14 or a 15.
Which wouldn't matter either way because wait, what? Your and Toa's defense is at
14.
Okay, I guess flip a coin. Wow.
Also, I have a plus against.
I call tails.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, that was a terrible flip. Okay. Heads.
Damn it.
I still.
Yep,
So
Toa,
it's
you
14,
still have the
14.
better idea. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Damn it. I tied with him.
Yeah, I was like, no, I was going to put it back after pointing out we don't have the money for it because that seems fine. Yeah, just like put it back, and it's not right, and I'm just over here like, okay.
All right.
Toa, put it back. We don't have enough money.
And I was.
Okay, well, apparently they are stuck in a cyclical argument. Suki, CMC, you finally
And
got.
also, when would you need to use any of this?
Moving on.
Moving on.
Just getting back for the moment. Suki, CMC, you finally get caught up on what is going on and headed to the store to see pretty much all the insanity that has been going on at the moment. What do you do?
He went to the sporting goods aisle, but didn't get basketballs.
You'd be surprised what people don't do.
We could try to just play those off as pumpkins, maybe.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know. You see how You see how much those basketballs go for? We only got 20 bits.
Well, in defense of them, you guys can't exactly see them in the sporting goods aisle since there's basically crowds of ponies and it's clear near the corner of the store.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I trudge back to reset the mannequin in its spot.
Okay, so Toa starts to slowly creep his way back to putting the mannequin down.
All right. I guess do we have to roll to see if we see creatures?
Yeah, I think it's.
Go ahead and roll a quick perception. Or,
Oh yeah, it's perception or alertness.
Well, alertness. Roll a quick alertness.
Do I have anything else?
So a D20 plus whatever we've put into the thing.
Yes, if you have anything at all.
I'm blind in this store.
What?
5.
I rolled 2.
Guys, I don't. Wow, there's so many ponies, and wow, one of them is actually carrying another pony over to the market, thinking that he's a prop. Wow, there's chaos. There's so much chaos here. You just don't notice a changeling that's carrying a full set of hockey gear back over to the sporting goods.
I'm gonna chalk that up to I don't give a shit.
I don't know. I think the fact that somebody's trying to buy another pony has probably got your attention more than anything else right now.
How's that
Rainbow
fool even
Falls,
lifting that
anyone?
pony?
All right, so Toakoi, apparently you were convinced to just put it down, so you immediately put the skeleton with the hockey gear back in the sporting goods where you found it.
Mm-hmm.
So now what do you do?
Well, I stop and go, what would be easier? I just take the mask off of the mannequin and bring it along with me.
Alright, so you take the hockey mask off of the mannequin, leaving the skeleton head behind as you walk back over to the group.
Mm-hmm.
You say,
And I think that bartender is waiting for us, so we should get going.
Yeah,
alright.
Better not keep her waiting. You know how angry she gets.
you have not been the best with the ladies tonight, have you?
I don't know. I try to understand them, and they keep and I keep making mistakes. It's like I was born unlucky with them.
Alright, so
Okay, we're making our way out.
Yeah.
as you're lamenting, you run across Suki and CMC. Some of you who are surprised that CMC is just standing there with Suki, who was also left behind for a moment, as you go to the register and finish checking out of all of the Halloween decorations you found in the party supplies and the hockey mask. And of course, it only costs you about 5 bits for everything. Thank God for sales. So you have a good chunk of money still to your name as you go ahead and wheel the car out and carry all of the goods in saddlebags all the way back to.
Wait.
Mhm.
I
Wait.
run back in and ask, how much would a mannequin covered in hockey gear be worth?
Mannequin. We don't have any mannequin. Mannequin and hockey. We don't put our sporting goods on mannequins. What are you
Would
talking?
you like me to bring it to you to show you?
If you could, please.
I run back, grab it, and bring it and bring it up and say, how much for this?
Oh, those delightful pranksters. No, this is one of our skeleton. This is one of our skeleton props that we had in the Halloween display. Oh, we could sell it all to you, but that'd probably be maybe about 45 bits. But if did you want all of the hockey gear along with that skeleton toy, skeleton prop?
How much for just the prop?
Oh, that's just 3 bits.
I give her 3 bits and run back up with the group outside.
She helps you undress the skeleton, much to a few weirding eyes seeing 2 people undressing a mannequin like that, or skeleton. And you guys see Creature come back with a full skeleton pony prop for the Halloween.
Happy hearthwarming.
I thought it was Apple Appreciation Day.
All right.
I
just shake
give
my
it to the
head
changeling and say,
and
we need to go
disappointed.
now.
Okay.
All right. So you guys go ahead and start making your way back home back to the bar.
Bar.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Just
No, you're fine. This is what D&D should be.
It is. This is not D&D. This is Pony Renegade. All right. You all make it back over to the bar without any difficulty. You swear you thought you saw a guard pony peeking out of corners every once in a while, but it may be just your imagination. You're not quite sure on that one. As you bring the decorations over to,
I hear something around us, probably the guard, but I don't know that yet. So I roll for a little alertness.
roll for alertness.
Okay. 14 and 2.
Well, you don't see
That was 16.
you don't see a guard, but you do notice a square tin can that seems to be off on the side of the road leading towards a nearby forest.
Sorry, 14 plus the 5 essence.
Oh yeah, you don't add the essence. You just do the 20 and whatever you have for
Yeah.
the D's.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, you'd still notice a can. You notice a weird square can that is right next to a road that leads off into the woods.
This is quite suspicious. I would usually leave this alone. I think I should leave this be. I don't know what this leads to, and I don't know who might be at the other end of it.
All right, you leave
Okay,
it alone.
is that spam?
Well, we
What?
did see some.
You didn't.
Well,
no,
actually,
we saw the cube.
no, you didn't. Well, no, you did actually. You did see the
Yeah.
cube. The only one that didn't exactly see the cube was DM, who walked past all of it, completely blind to the world.
And I went. Is that what that is? Pink stuff. Of round smells of salt.
Well, you get your answer as you get right up to the Brony Show bar, and you see the cube. Well, you see marginally less cubes. It looks like it looks like Running Tab has been trying to run clean on them. However, there was quite a few, so there are still a few remaining cubes scattered along some of the windows that haven't been
Wait,
cleaned up yet.
did I see the guard or not, Circuit?
No, you saw no guard.
You saw
Okay.
the can of spam.
You didn't see.
Okay.
You only saw a can of spam that led off into the woods.
Okay.
Well, a square can, but yeah, it is a can of spam. I'm not, yeah. But yes, you saw the square can off into the woods. And as you and you get to the entrance of the bar where you see the pink cubes, just a couple of the pink cubes left. A good chunk of them have already been cleaned up. And right now, the sound is a little bit more ruckus as the evening gets closer to approaching, and people are getting more and more excited to party hardy.
And we walk.
Yeah, I think we go into the bar. We might look at the spam, but only Suki might know what is going on with that.
Well, hold on. Do you guys go into the bar, or do you do anything else before you go in?
I decided to take a look around once over for Lumi in the before going in.
All right. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll some alertness out there.
Yeah, I guess I'll just roll a general look around just to see if any.
Wow, an 8, and a 2.
It's a very nice building. You don't see any hippogriffs.
Let's see, just a general look around. I rolled a 14.
It's a very nice building.
So while people are admiring the building, I walk into the building and deliver the goods to Running Tab along with the change.
Okay. She takes a deep breath of thank you, and drops and gives you 5 of the bits immediately back. Just like, take this for your trouble. You can use it however you want. Buy more drinks with us when the party is going, if you want. Okay. And she immediately starts taking the streamers and putting them up along the walls as she is making, also starting to make space in the corner for the skeleton.
So what's the deal with the spam?
She stops and slowly turns towards you. Well, the best way to describe it is a creature of pure chaos, but also not, that has a loose grip on reality, that's decided that we're a fun thing to play around with every once in a while. And for some reason, it has a strange obsession with cubed cured meat. Luckily, ponies actually do eat meat, so it's not a bad problem for us, except it's usually on the ground, so it's, can't exactly Boy Scout pepper that anymore. But no, she'll just come around, do strange, weird things, and then go away.
This sounds like it needs more science done on this.
I would welcome you to try to check it out, but anybody who's tried to examine it deeply outside of one person, they don't tend to be the same anymore afterwards, so we generally dissuade and advise to avoid at all costs and just have a beer instead.
Good thing I ignored it then.
If we were to ignore it, what direction would we want to ignore?
Well, she's really strange and random, but I suppose if we're looking at usually the cubes of meat come in cans, so I guess maybe see if you can find the cans.
Noted. Thank you very much for your help.
Okay, I hope you avoid her, and I really, really recommend that you do.
Oh, we'll be sure to avoid it to the best of our ability.
Right, we should have the party up and going here in about an hour or so. And we have
Okay.
cider ready for you too. And
I-
she goes back to getting the decorations set up. Not quite believing that you're going to avoid it, but hoping that but a little too concerned with actually getting the party set up to dissuade a couple of suicidal people that just, well, less suicidal and more people that just apparently don't know good sense.
Once she steps away, I'm headed back outside to do some science on the spam.
Yep, and I follow.
Before I leave to follow those two, I go, by the way, a royal guard might be coming by. I don't know if he followed us, but he might be looking for it, so be aware.
What did you do?
Can
I'm
he
a
fly?
changeling
Didn't he do?
in a pony town. What do you think?
Can he fly?
I can.
Can he?
I don't know. He was a royal god, so I did not see if he had wings or not.
I'd
Got a
assume he would
mannequin
have
on my
wings.
back.
The most
You-
common
you-
guard out there is a Pegasus.
You see her thinking for a moment, and then she gets a horrible grin. An awful grin. Running Tab gets a terrible, awful grin. I think I know what we can do with him if he shows up.
Have fun with that.
She's gonna feed him to the spam monster.
No, but somebody's going to get fed to him instead.
He's
Not
gonna go
not in the
after
literal
me.
sense, of course.
All right, so we're back outside. Teams.
All right, back
onward.
outside, and you're sciencing the spam.
Science.
Science, I
Science.
say. Science.
Yeah,
18.
science.
What?
18.
18.
Ooh, nice.
All right,
Or
you
wait,
get it.
No.
Hmm?
Hold on, I was using a D4 and as a D2, so that was an odd on the D4, so 16.
All right, you definitely get a look at the spam, and you can tell that it is spam. There's no question about it. And funny enough, it is familiar to the spam that CMC has seen before, being a common patron of the bar. And you do know that it is probably from one very intense alicorn that has become not exactly a fixture, but a random bug, for lack of a better term, in the life of the Brony Show Tavern.
Circuit, I think I did something stupid again.
Okay, what'd you do?
I was thinking I was gonna roll to kick one of the blocks of spam, and I rolled a nat 20.
Oh, no.
You, well, just for fun, you decide that you're gonna roll. You're gonna roll a can of spam. You're gonna kick a can of spam. Yeah, you kick a cube. It's just a stupid cube. Oh, I'm sorry. Gonna kick a cube of spam. You manage to kick it so hard that it bounces off the side of the wall, and actually right behind you, and right into the hole of a nearby tree trunk. If anybody could have got a video recording of that, it would be instantly internet famous. Alas, nobody saw it.
I was staring into the spam cube I had too much, and even took a bite out of it just because. You have to use all your senses to do science.
You have to,
Meanwhile, I saw it and I just went, and this is why I choose to be an Earth Pony. Just
never.
an off comment to myself.
No, I don't really think you've ever mentioned that you're actually in a disguise at the moment.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
There we go. Just
Okay.
keep it in mind.
I'm talking about day-to-day stuff.
Just keeping it in mind.
All right.
Yeah.
Well then, I guess the idea is we should be looking around for anything, to any other.
Oh my god,
guess,
that image.
Anyway, where were we?
Any signs of, like, I guess just anything outside of just the spam and those things on the ground. Is there anything else?
All right.
I'm not sure. Well, fuck! I didn't find it anyway. I rolled a 2.
I don't know what it is, but apparently the salt and the spam and after the glee of getting a crazy kick like that, you're just so happy that you can keep your hooves on the ground and you can find that.
I did a perspective. Sorry, I did an alertness roll just to see if I could notice any cans of spam, and I got a 19.
All right. As you're looking around, you notice a can off in the distance that led down the street, and it seems to be going in a direction towards a side street that is leading towards a forest.
Follow it.
I point this out to the group, and we follow it.
All right. So Toa immediately points out, "Hey, there's a can. It's almost like somebody saw this before and didn't point it out, and now we're going to go ahead and point it out to it again."
Is there a trail of them circuit?
Well, it might be. There's one can that's leading down that is pointing towards the street towards the forest. And as you start to go down that street, you do see a couple of other cans. So, yes.
As I follow, I'm just going to grab a few of the cubes off the higher windowsills with some levitation and bring them along.
Alright.
They're good snacks.
Alright, you take a couple of cubes with you, and all of you start to make your way down into the forest path. And of course, even though everything is nicely lit and the path is generally pretty straightforward, it does have its twists and turns, and the forest is still rather dark with the setting of the sun. So now you must make a couple of rolls to see what happens while you're here on the forest path. Who wants to be the first to roll and see how the path goes?
Well, given how the dice doesn't like me tonight, I vote not to go first.
I will roll. What category?
All right. Well, that's up to you. What do you think would help you go through this pathway without encountering difficulties, issues, or just making sure you keep on it?
Creature, I know exactly what we need.
What do we need?
I need performance. My literary art skills will help us.
You can recite poetry while we walk.
No. If I not wait. You know what? If I not 20 of this, we're doing a musical.
You know what? If you do it, I will allow it.
Oh no!
Fuck.
Pinkie
14.
Pie, why'd you start singing?
That's higher than anything I've gotten.
Oh wait, I got a D2 as well.
Okay.
Okay.
So 15 or 16.
Where are you guys even rolling?
All right.
For streetwise, I got a 15.
Okay. All right. Let's see here.
Are we all rolling on performance?
No.
I was just rolling that because you know what? I'm just gonna declare that at any moment. I will declare a performance roll. If I nat 20 it becomes a musical number.
Okay,
Oh, it's identical with Scooby-Doo. Okay.
I roll for my alertness.
All right. Oh, hold on. One at a time. So, with the creature roll for alertness, you continue down the path, and it manages to stay rather forward. Though you do hear, it seems like you hear somebody kind of crooning in the background, like he's trying to make a number, like, "Oh no, she didn't. Oh yes, she did. A cube of meat in the palm of my hoof." And you're not quite sure who's singing that because you're trying to keep focused on the pathway without suddenly getting lost. Not sure what that's all about, but you do manage to keep on track, and you feel fairly confident that you are making your way through the forest without problem. Now, who's the next person to roll?
I will go for my survival. I have 19 overall.
You managed to keep making your way down the path without difficulty at all. How did that roll the same one? Okay, I'm gonna. Oh my god! Okay, just for fun, I'm rolling a chance die here just for giggles. I rolled 12 3 times in a row on this thing.
What
Damn.
the fuck?
Exactly. I'm gonna change out the dice.
I wish I
now.
had that kind of luck tonight.
I don't. I want the high and lows because I want stupid shit to happen. 12 is neutral. It means, yes, you continue on the path and nothing happens. Literally nothing.
Well, what about I roll next? With my poor luck, something will happen.
Well, it depends. Who's the next to go ahead and roll and see how your journey goes? Go ahead.
I roll for alertness. Let's see how you go screw me right. 3 altogether.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. As you're walking down the path,
I'm not shitting you. These dice hate me.
No, I'm not doubting you. I'm absolutely not. I'm just making sure I absolutely heard you right. That's all. As you're going down the path, you a lot of branches start to come in your way. It's actually kind of strange. You almost feel like you're trying your best to lead, and they're just kind of blocking you, and you walking around, and then after a while, you think you finally found your way. And then you realize you're seeing your own hoof prints. You appear to have gone in a complete circle. However, it seems like as you've gone in a complete circle, you find a bag off to the side. An unmarked bag. So even though you went in circles and didn't appear to go any further, in fact you might have gone back away, you have found a little bit of a treasure.
Do I have to roll what's inside?
Nope. It's just up to you if you want to pick it up or leave it alone.
Okay, I'll roll for alertness again to pick up to see what's inside.
Okay, go right ahead.
Ooh, 19. Finally.
You're very aware that every pony that was following you is staring you down as you led them in a circle as you picked up a bag and opened it.
You don't need to roll when you acquire an item. You just pick it up and open it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, absolutely no need
No,
to
I
do
rolled for what was inside the bag.
Yeah, but you didn't have to do that either. What's inside it, so what's inside it. Roll wasn't going to change anything.
Okay, then.
Yeah,
you
I
pick.
thought something bad was going to happen to me.
to say
like
if
something
it
was
needs to be
going
a
to jump
random
out.
roll or not.
No, but you reach in and you pull out a hammer. Looks like it's a normal hammer, kind of brownish. Not too heavy at all. In fact, rather light. Seems pretty cool.
Oh, that's right. I would have had to roll it. Circuit said something of this, of the effect of if something came out of the bag to attack you or something bad happened.
Exactly.
Ooh, hey, can I see that hammer?
Sure. Here you go.
I'm going to technology with the hammer and one of the empty cans of Spam. Try to make some sort of divining tool or even a compass that will lead us in the right direction.
That's gonna be a hell of a roll. Go ahead.
Damn. 9.
You focus really hard on the can in one hoof, the hammer in another, and then you suddenly point the hammer that way and start walking down the path.
I thought it was good.
Luckily, by some sheer miracle, you actually did manage to go through with you didn't encounter any issues. In fact, you found another bag.
Oh no.
This time, let's see. You found another bag, and this time, well, actually, depends. What do? You found the bag.
I look in
I
the
rolled
bag.
a 4.
You stepped on the bag, and okay, I'm not gonna be that mean. Okay, you reached into the bag before Suki can accidentally step on it in his inattentiveness, and you pulled out a banana.
Oh, how tasty. I inspect the banana.
It is full of yellow banana-y goodness.
Okay, then. I put the banana in my bag of nothing.
The banana is in the bag.
I have
You got a banana bag.
Okay.
Okay.
See this and I go, wait. I recall Lumi saying something about a banana and pink cube.
You're full of country goodness and green.
And I just face off and go, Lemmy knew of the person who was dealing with this.
All right, the chat room's losing their mind. All right, who's gonna go ahead and roll and see if you finally clear your way out of the forest?
Also,
Do you want to keep my roll that I rolled at 19?
You did. I did. Wait, when did you roll the night? Was it the alertness?
Around the bag.
Oh yeah, not sorry. That was just the alertness on the bag. It wasn't for getting down the
Okay,
pathway.
I'll roll just a d20 for the to get out.
Then you
6.
I think you climbed a tree instead.
Well, the fact that here just to backtrack on that, as much as I would like to have you going in circles again for laughs, since you already rolled once to try to get to the forest, we need to give everybody else who hasn't had a chance to try to get you.
Okay, I'll ignore that last one then.
Exactly, you're kind of lucky in that regard.
I rolled a nat 20
on
getting out of the forest.
You want to be a little more specific? What its skill?
Which thing did you roll? Alertness, science.
Alertness.
Thank you. Using your keen alertness and listening, you hear fruit bats that are flying through the trees. But since you rolled so high, you realize where the bats are, and you lead everybody through them, so you avoid any confrontation with the fruit bats. Darn! Stop the bats! Stop the bats! Anyway, but because of that, you finally made it through all the way to the end into a clearing. And in the clearing, right in the middle, you see a pile of empty tin cans. And laying on that pile is a green alicorn, or at least their best guess is an alicorn, with wings on her back and her horn, laughing as a mane flowing with literal words made out of words. Hard to describe if you weren't saying it. It's almost like instead of actually being made of hair, it was a literal physical onomatopoeia of a mane, just saying spam over and over and over. If this was actually if it was any kind of a horror novel, this would be something of a weird, undescribable creature that would lure you to madness. Instead, it's just a silly, weird creature that seems to be laying on a bunch of spams with her eyes closed, almost giggling to herself. It's hard to tell if she's asleep, if she's just enjoying the moment, or maybe she just thought of a really funny joke just as you came in. But you are beholding the crazy weirdness that is Princess Donut Motley Chet Spam, the resident troll of the Brony Show Tavern.
Oh boy.
But she appears to not have noticed you yet. You can thank your high rolls on that one.
Everyone roll before me, please.
Okay.
So how do you confront this?
Well, Circuit, I tried to start another musical number.
Okay.
and I rolled a nat 1. Did I just do that scene from Clue with the singing telegram?
Maybe.
I don't quite exactly know the scene, but
the telegram get shot.
I am your singing telegram shot.
Well, you decide that maybe the best way to converse with a weird creature of insane chaos like this is maybe to do a musical number or a telegram. You go up and you immediately voice crack like you just hit puberty. Hi! Hi! How are you? Immediately getting her attention and completely breaking any chance you had of any kind of surprise to anything, as she suddenly sits up and looks at you with the biggest grin, just like, oh boy, you failed that like a loser.
Okay, if we're going into a thing,
Where are you?
I'm so sorry.
I roll for persuasion to she'd say, "Oh, he's just Joey. He's special."
Roll. All right, go ahead and roll your persuasion and tell me what you got. And yes,
okay,
this is one I actually have a character sheet
Two.
on.
2. Why? What are these rolls? 2.
I just realized technically I don't think I can nat 1 on performance because I have D2 as well. I just realized that, but oh well, it's funnier.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. Well, I mean, you can still nat 1, but the 20 would have to be a nat 1, and then yeah.
Yeah, it would be a 3 or a 4 for me then. Yeah.
Okay, so you immediately are like, well, I mean, he just was trying to, and
he was just trying to,
and oh boy, that is not a good image for that. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, that's gone by a few times.
I didn't realize what that. I did not see that. This is what I get for. I literally was going through these as quickly as possible, so that was on me. Sorry, everybody. Creature's going to kill me for that.
Creature, are you going to kill it for that?
Depending on what it is.
The word isn't so bad.
Let's move along.
Yeah, but we're gonna move on that.
Yeah, say when the recording's done.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. It's only the 5th time it's popped. Oh god. Again. Let's just keep
moving. Really, Figly?
We're just gonna move on and hope that it doesn't pop up anymore.
Okay,
this is my fault. Anyway, yeah, back to fun. Let's get back to fun. Okay, so you attempted to persuade her, and she just looks at you just like, wow, that is the worst excuse I've ever heard. And I heard Lumi's excuse for why she destroyed all those decorations. By the way, I'm surprised you guys didn't figure it out long ago. I mean, wow.
We figured it out.
I mean, long ago.
No, we found some clues that it was her.
Eventually, I mean, wow. Jeez, you had that feather there forever and everything. I mean, I'm surprised Lumi didn't have to crash through the ceiling just to get your attentions.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
technically, she got my attention from the start.
I look at her as okay. I look at her then after the performance thing, and I just go, "Well, to be perfectly honest, besides me trying to start musical numbers, I generally don't give a shit."
Okay, Suki. Roll your. Actually, you don't have to roll your evasion. What is your evasion, Suki?
I think it's aerobatics or finesse.
Evasion is 13.
All right. Okay, after saying that, you realize your danger sense suddenly hits, and you immediately twist your head to the left, just as an empty spam can gets whipped and misses you. Ooh, I thought I almost had you with that one. I guess your dodging skills are better than your singing.
Using my rogue ability of quick and quiet, I can surprise creature first round of combat, no skill test. Can I just do that to be like?
Well, if there was a surprise to be had.
Well, I do have a hockey mask that I can throw over.
You left that with
Fair.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think how I can get involved without just being background.
Well, the skeleton mannequin for one.
Well, that's the thing. You're how do you want to get involved with this? Because right now, all you've done is tried to sing to her, tried to persuade her, and done a horrible job of it. And you don't even know what she's there for. She's just sitting on a bunch of cans and laughing her head off at the ineptness that just befell her.
All right, so then I will go with alertness. And see what I can do. I got 12.
Well, you're definitely around in a forest, and you could definitely see an alicorn with a bunch of tin cans. But you are very aware that she is willing to throw them.
Mm-hmm. Well, try and see if there was something around that she would be. I would ask, but at the moment, I think she's busy admonishing people for.
I think she's more like trolling on you.
Okay, so So I would like to whisper to the person nearest to me, asking, "What the heck are we gonna do? Like, what's our plan here?"
That would be CMC at the very least, because I don't think he's had a 10 yet.
I'm not sure, but she's vaguely familiar.
Can I roll for deception to lie to her?
DM, 2 people haven't gone yet. You gotta wait your turn.
No. Let's. I mean, we've already. Well, I mean, you just tried to persuade, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah. Let other people have a chance.
All right then. Okay.
Yeah, just a
Oh,
little bit.
I'm being patient. I can wait.
Okay. All right. So, anybody else want to do?
You sure?
Anybody
Okay.
else?
Well,
Okay.
sorry. What's going on here?
That is a question, isn't it? All right. So she sits up off of the spam cans, and just like, oh, woe is me, a motley crew of changeling. Well, I recognize your face there, Pinky. I mean, I'm glad you grew the mustache back. I should try shaving that off again.
Oh no, that's who it is.
You know who? You know this pony?
Well, I suppose I should introduce myself. I am Princess Donut Motley Shatspam Esquire, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, and the 9th inning, bottom of the 10th, and the bases are loaded, and so am I.
Interesting name.
Oh my.
It
Well,
loses something in
if only I was-
translation.
Yeah, if only I was loaded right now.
Oh, that's right. You do get that little Nightmare Night party. I thought I'd give a good old rousing how do you put it? Pantsing? Yes. And I decided to pants your house by throwing spam at it. Because I mean, eggs are so detestable. What's nothing better than a big pink cube of cured salted meat? The most perfect food and a fun word to say. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, from a certain point of view, I can see that how that could be enjoyable.
It's quite. So why don't you go ahead and I'll leave you go. Just go away and maybe I'll see about giving you some more spam. Ooh, I know. Maybe I'll put the spam all in your beers. Spam beer. Oh my, that'd be delightful.
Well, see, that's kind of the problem. You can't be spamming a random shopkeeps like that.
Oh, there's nothing random about it. I'm just only spamming you guys. I mean, after
But you
all,
can't be spamming us either.
Oh? And what can you do to stop me? Outside of maybe singing a horrible performance or,
I use my intimidation and pull out the banana I found in the bag. And I rolled a 20.
She hissed and immediately dives behind the cans. Get that thing away from me!
Oh, does the Queen of Meat not like healthy?
That is not healthy. That is an abomination. How does that thing work? You can't grow them anymore, but still they continue to grow. They only survive for 5 minutes, but you can keep them for 5 years. They go into bread. How does that go into bread? You can't make a pie with it, but it goes into bread.
Yes, and it's quite good in bread.
I whispered to Creature. So it's a princess that doesn't like bananas.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
I
agree
don't
with
know the
you.
reference of which you speak, but anyway.
I agree, Spam. Those things are quite nasty tasting.
roll to hush the Pegasus for the spam he is at.
Okay, go ahead and roll, acrobatics.
Alright. Hey, so that would just be my standard essence. So, 16.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot about banana cream pie, so that's on me.
I got
Okay.
a 16.
All right. What is your evasion, DM?
My evasion is
Your essence plus your plus 10, essentially.
essence plus 10. I thought that didn't count.
Under speed.
It does count in defensive, and right now you're basically being.
Oh, defensive. Okay, so the 10 plus 10 is only for defensive. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I roll a d20 as well.
No,
or-
no.
No.
You just give me what your
14.
all right,
I
you.
got 16.
Yep. So Toa before you could say anything, Toa immediately grabs a hoof and shoves it in your mouth, silencing you. So you all.
So,
that comes
Molly,
out
here's what I propose. Either you cease these cruel jokes, or we will return with bananas every day. Until your entire pile is nothing of bananas. With nothing but bananas.
Very well. I think I had my fun anyway. Your ponies are so boring with your parties. I mean, all you have is, what, candy and streamers and beer. I mean, there's no canned meats anywhere. Nobody is playing horns. And where's the Mardi Gras beats anyway?
They're back at the bar.
You're still shut up.
Yeah.
Actually, I was even thinking. I was like, I don't know. I don't know. Tab. It seems like running tab might keep those out.
Yeah, I forgot. I was actually talking to myself that time. I didn't need to say it into the mic.
Very well. I'll go ahead and I will acquiesce to your demands. But only for this night. Bananas, the fortunate thing about bananas, they only last for a few days.
And then the bananas has gone bad.
Has bananas. They've gone bad.
She cackles and whips her wings as a flurry of spam cans go flying out and around you as she takes off into the air and off into probably torment somebody else at this point. But it seems like you have successfully lured away the chat spam princess just in time for the party. And as luck would have it, because you went in circles around that forest a few times, you already knew the pathway out. You managed to get back just in time as all the decorations were put up. Bowls of fruit were all around. Suspiciously, not enough there's some, oddly enough, instead of Halloween candy, there's peppermints and little sugar blossoms. Not sure what that's about, but either case, it's still candy and lots of apple and pumpkin beer. And thus you all get together and have a rancorous holiday good time. And congratulations to everybody.
Yay.
You did it!
Yeah, I wish I could have won that.
Technically, you did. You guys all won it. You all won.
Yeah.
Because you actually won twice, to be specific. Well, you won and you had a...
No, I wish I won that time.
We defeated the side quest.
Yes.
Technically, you defeated one of the quests, and you kind of completed another one, and you missed another one entirely. I mean, wow.
Well, what was the one that we missed?
Okay, I'll be nice. I'll explain it. Circuit Main was also doing one other thing in the back, the clambering. He was trying to find candy. Because all of the Halloween candy went missing. Everything.
Yeah.
Tab
did mention that couldn't find Circuit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Circuit was doing
actually,
his...
Circuit, I was talking about me being able to talk about how bad the bananas were, because I was like, okay, I had a crappy time rolling for my rolls, so I thought, why don't I throw a monkey wrench into this?
And I counteracted.
Well,
yeah.
Funny enough. But let's see. So Halloween candy went missing. Everything from peanut butter cups to even the candy corn was gone. And all Circuit was able to find in the kitchen were candy canes and sugar drops. And he was trying fervently to find any kind of Halloween candy to put out into bowls for everybody. What would have happened there if you pursued that? You would have found a couple of pieces of candy corn next to Toa's hole, which ended up becoming a tunnel. And through the end of the tunnel, you would come up to, and I'm slightly proud of myself on this one, and you're going to hate me, you would have found a crazy, nightmarish pony called Mariah Winnie, who was upset that she couldn't sing Christmas songs yet and had to wait until after Halloween.
No.
God damn! I was
so she was
trying. Missed that one then.
She was trying to steal all the Halloween candy and put Christmas candy out just to make the holiday come faster, without realizing the fact that doing it just to one bar in the middle of a city is not going to cause the holiday to go faster. But she wasn't exactly working with a full tank. So yes, congratulations. You missed Mariah Winnie.
Oh boy. Circuit and Twilight in the bed image.
Anyway, just to confirm, the name is spelled Mariah.
Ah.
Oh, Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
Mariah, but it's Winnie for the last.
All I know is if I had gone crazy from seeing chat spam enough, I would have rolled the duck.
Quack.
Quack,
Funny,
quack.
funny enough,
I keep a duck. I keep a 3D printed duck in my set of dice.
Wow,
Nice.
that would have been.
If it lands straight up, everything is fine. If it lands left or right, something's wrong in some way.
Well, with that, we're gonna go ahead and go into the normal background now, so that I'm vaguely Creature, sorry. So that we could spare Creature any more horror of having to look through 2.5 hours just to find a really weird image. It's not exactly bad, but I don't know. I'm going to have to leave that up to interpretation on that one a bit.
Well, there was also the one where you got tied with ropes from Trixie and Twilight, so...
Oh, that one's not as bad. I mean, suggestive as hell, but not bad. Anyway, with that, I'd like to thank you all. That was our test and one-time run of the Renegade gaming system for the My Little Pony role-playing game, and our episode 600 shenanigans. I had the idea about a month ago. I thought I had 2 months to make this. I ended up having 2 weeks. So, the fact that I had a piece and cobble this together along with everything else that's going on, including Ciderfest. I'm particularly proud of myself, but I'm also stupid exhated.
I can imagine.
And CMC, I'm going to need a lot of beer when we're at the Ciderfest. But for now, just to remind everybody, I will be at Ponyville Ciderfest next week, so there will not be a main show. I will reach out to Coldust, see if he could do an extended pre-show or just something fun and silly. Actually, he might be there right now to confirm. I don't know. Coldust, if you're there, let me know.
So we have another week even more to do our protest and the last protest initiative challenge and our challenge.
Yeah, it pretty much was a month. It was a month-long thing. It was a month-long challenge. It wasn't just going to be a week, unfortunately. Okay. But I honestly, I hope you guys
put one in the announcements because I don't think I got it last week.
No, I don't think you did put it down last time.
But I do want to thank you all. This was a one-shot. I haven't GM'd in quite a while, and literally cobbling this together with a system I'm not familiar with, it was interesting. And I know I missed quite a few things. In fact, I don't think I just barely touched on the combat system, which you guys kind of did a little bit with the canned spammage.
By the way, I intentionally once I noticed it, I intentionally decided to wait until right now to mention it. We're still the not in a question murder box on Twitch.
Oh, I knew I was so stressed out over everything. I forgot that.
I didn't even notice.
Oh boy.
I noticed like an hour ago.
Okay, you know what? Really quickly, in hopes that it somehow changes the title of the stream, so that
it will change the title for Twitch. It won't change whatever
the recording.
The live stream YouTube has this posted as, but I don't care how bad things are listed on the live stream YouTube.
All right. Anyway, with all of that, we're going to go ahead and just wrap things all up. We are going to still have our after party as usual. Plus, I desperately need to get some water here because I am thirsty as all out. But let's...
Well, I found an interesting video, kind of video. It's not Halloweenish, video game video. I'll just check it out there.
Anyway, let's get a shout-out invite from... Oh, hey, Coldust.
Hello. I've been watching the whole time.
What did you think of the adventure?
It was very fun. Also, goddamn, you had so much art from way back in the day. Like, you have some drawings that I did for the show that I don't know what happened to the file.
That feels like I'm really going to have to cobble everything together at one point so people can reclaim some of this. Yeah. But I'm glad I still have that for you.
Yes.
Anyway, speaking of which, do you know if you're going to be able to do something for the show slot time next week, since I will be away at Ciderfest? Well, coming home
I should
at
be
the
able
time.
to.
Excellent.
I don't got anything going on that night.
Excellent. So next week it's going to be Cold Dust all the time. Just in time.
Hell yeah, the cold takeover.
Yep. That's what happened.
It's gonna be a cold one, because I'm not gonna turn the heat on.
Well, just make sure that you have Mayor Winnie with you. Okay, that was terrible.
All right, I'm going to bed.
All right, hold on. Before you do that, before anybody goes to bed, though, let's get our final shout-outs in, because you guys all stuck it through it to the end. We got our little RPG session done. I think it deserves, everybody deserves a chance to get their a good old, you know what, I'm not even going to play the closeout music. We're going to make sure everybody can hear this nice and clear. Episode 600 shout out. Goldust.
Shouts out to the Brony Show for making it to like 600 freaking episodes. Like, holy crap. Suck it, other podcasts that existed for less time.
That's a surprisingly long list now at this point. He's crazy man captain.
Hold on, let me see how badly I do. No, die! Don't run away!
That's pretty bad.
Fires, explosions, pasta, venison, turkey, yellowy roan. I'm not sure if something's happening Wednesday. I'll poke the sky, see if something's happening Wednesday.
Alright. Then, DM21.
Have a great week, stay healthy, and look after yourself.
And Creature.
I appreciate I appreciate everyone that sticks around for that supports us live and in archive.
All right, Textile.
I have more to say, but no, now I don't.
Well, at least he didn't roll a natural one. Textalion.
Night off.
All right, Suki.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to bed. What's the chance they all have a good night? Let's see. Wow, rolled a nat 20. Have a good night.
Nice.
And Toakoi, I guess.
Thank you all for showing up. I'll get the bottom link here in the moment.
Alright, and just a reminder, there are no show notes because notes are literally just my GM notes. Anybody can take Mayor Carey if they want. Well, Mayor Winnie at this point. Take it. You can take her.
Vaguely
I don't want her.
on Mariah carriage.
But really quickly, just to go ahead and gush for a little bit here for everybody. Thank you. Just thank you so much. You saw all of the art that we've accumulated throughout the years. you see that we're at episode 600. We've been here for quite a while, and honestly, it's because of you guys. Because you show up to the shows, you interact with me and everybody else here, you enjoy the content, you keep creating the pony stuff out there. Artists, musicians, content creators, podcasters, writers, even those that are just there to be part of the community. Even if you don't create a single damn thing, you're just here, and that means all the world. All of it means everything. Even the people that watch our archives, people that watch our live streams, all of you are the reason that we're able to reach such a crazy wild milestone at 600. That I did something completely stupid like build an entire ground up scenario with the system I'm unfamiliar with within a 2-week span because I can't count a month. All of it is because of you. And so I want to thank all of you for making episode 600 a reality. And will we get to 700? I cannot say, but we are going to do the same thing that we've done for the last 600 episodes. We're going to take it one episode at a time and hopefully at least plan a little bit better when we get closer. But for now,
we'll see if we ever have a 500.
500 the sequel. We'll get to 500 the sequel.
When it hits 1,000, yes. 500 part 2.
No, it's 500 part 3 because that's I'm gonna be stupid. Never mind. I'm walking away from this. I'm getting tired. But we'll see. We'll see you all later. Thank you all once again. And again, once more, apologies to Creature if he ends up having to do some editing to this. I'm so sorry. And I hope you all have a good night. And we'll see you in the after party.